Going on with you, Aries? So I'm not taking that nonsensical test again. That's hogwash. That's hogwash. That stuff is convoluted. And the thing is that the life insurance, the they so stupid to the point of I got 20,000 subscribers, right? The majority of y'all would probably end up paying like around $100, right? What's 20,000 times 100? That's $2 million a year. So that's 2 million plus extra dollars a year for whatever business I would have went into. But no, no, the stupid life insurance test wants to ask a bunch of stupid, convoluted questions. So congratulations, dummies. Y'all played yourselves from 2 million plus dollars a year. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you Aries have the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool card, and the Hermit. Not wanting to be around anybody, enjoying your life, doing your own thing because of the Six of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. The need for, you have individuals that want your attention and you're not interested. You know you're not interested. This is what it is that you look up to, yourself. Not the money, but yourself. You haven't remembered, this is the first time that you Aries been single for a little while, and you Aries want to make sure that you kind of, experience what it's like to be single again. Sometimes relationships don't necessarily work out the way that you intended it to. So then you have the Strength card, the Sun card, and the Justice. And yeah, you continuing to do your thing. What I mean by that is the Strength card and the Sun card, the Justice, you Aries pretty much know that you're not missing out on anything. You don't feel really pressured to be in any kind of relationship at all. You Aries, again, it's been a long time since y'all known what it felt like to be single, but also want to be single at the same time, right? A lot of you have been going after relationships, even being approached, speaking to others, by you doing the approaching, but now you Aries don't really care. A lot of modern day relationships are broken or they broken, pretty much, and so a lot of you Aries understand that, they going, some people, how do I say this? The way that they approach you, it's like, hey, what's going on with you? Da 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 da. But you Aries are not feeling any kind of pressure because it's like you don't care what you're missing. Because you Aries pretty much understand that what you're missing is a bunch of goofballs, more than likely, who wouldn't really amount to anything. Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands and the Scorpio energy. You're focusing on what you Aries got to do. Yeah, forget about that. Because the Scorpio energy is always about a strong transition. It's always about a strong transformation. And what I'm getting from you Aries is the transformation is, who cares about, Libra energy as well. Who cares about, getting into relationships and blah, 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 blah. Most people aren't even really fit in the first place to be in relationships at all. Like, even on a basic level, like, people got problems being friends, let alone if you bring romantic fun into it, which will make it more convoluted, right? If you're not healed and actually ready and intellectually honest. Nah, it's too much intellectual dishonesty. People want to be out here in relationships and look to kind of get people or get people over for what it is that they can get. But then at the same time, they want relationships and all of that. But then, right, when the person that they're trying to play won't allow themselves to be played, right, they jump onto the internet most times. This is why I say some people should stop coming on the internet and talking about that, because just stop, you know. But what I'm trying to say is that you Aries, you see it, right? You see it. But what you also see is how other people put themselves through this type of like anguish, you know, this type of agony. They give themselves these problems because they're chasing up on after relationships. And you seeing left and right that a lot of the times relationships don't be working, especially today, because again, you have too many intellectual dishonest bozos running around out here, right? That one person gives up in the relationship because they want to be delusional. They want to stunt for the gram. They see other people's nonsense. So I just see a lot of you Aries see that, and you're like, for what? Because once again, they can't even compete with what you Aries got going on. Can't. Some good news for me. I went ahead, got myself out of the rat race. This moment on, everything that I do will just further get me out of the rat race more and more and more. Shout outs to me. Shout outs to all of you, right? Shout outs to, even though one door closed, another one open. Yeah, I ain't got time for nonsense. I ain't got time for that. And so, you know, you Aries just see it for what it is. Like, you know, I've had some people hit me up and be like, hey, you know, you want to hang out in that way? I'm like, not really. For what? To do what with it? You know? Like, these modern day relationships are so screwed. Like, you Aries will be single. They'll be in a relationship. You'll be single. They'll be married. You'll be single with no kids. They'll have kids. And it's like, yo, what is going on here? Like, what kind of practical joke is really being like thrown onto you, Aries, right? Like, just a bunch of terrible options, like bad options, like terrible options, just horrible options, terrible options. And you Aries, you see it, right? Like, okay, they may have money, but then you don't really know, because how many times people be lying, how many times people be capping, you know? Or the problems that you Aries have to go through when like talking to some people, because they do have a deluded mindset. And both sides, regardless of whatever you're into, both sides are delusional, because one side is delusional in the sense that they don't want to do anything. They want to be taken care of. They're grown adults, but they're asking to be treated like children, pampered. They want to be dependents. And then on the other side is constantly moving and changing the goalposts too. The other side doesn't know whether or not they're going to go out on the first date, not go out on the first date, pay for it, not pay for it, right? And then you have these disingenuous bozos, right? Talking about they providing guys with an answer, but then every other video you hear the hypocrisy in these dudes' voice. You gonna take a woman out on a date, and then you talking about how these individuals, they take advantage of y'all, but then at the same time you still talking about, well, you know, as guys, we still need to pay for these women to go out on these dates. How about you have a backbone and you come to a decision, a strong decision that you don't deviate from, you goofy clown, and you say, this is where it is that I stand. And if y'all want to do this, then that's exactly what it is that y'all want to do. Because I get it. But this is where I stand. They move the goalposts every video. 1 minute it's, look at how messed up these women are. They want us to pay for all these dates. Then on the other hand, then on the other hand, I'm paying for these dates. So why do you goofy individuals sound like victims? But you're supposed to be men, but you sound like victims. Y'all sound like whiny victim teenagers. If more men said, look, I'm not going to pay for these dates, or if I do pay for these dates, we're going to have to go 50-50. Or you don't want to go 50-50, but then you get nothing. You're not going to have me around. Right? How much you want to bet more women will change? But they move the goalposts. Oh, we did. It's like, yo, stop moving the goalposts. Pick a side, goofy, and stop deviating. But it's always they sneak up on the answer, and then what happens? And that's where the confusion comes from both sides. They always sneak up just close enough, or sneak up on the answer, and then they back off the answer. They don't ever actually give concrete solutions. So I understand why you Aries don't take this stuff seriously, because a lot of people, especially on the internet, even face to face, they don't be making sense. Oh, if a person moves this way, then it means that it doesn't like you. It means that they don't like you. So then why are they standing around you for a year? That's a whole lot of time to be in the same proximity to you Aries, wherever you Aries may be. If a person don't like you, that's still a lot of time for them to be in the same proximity or in the same surroundings that you Aries happen to be, for them not to like you, y'all. So which way does this thing really go? If a person don't like you, why would they even be there at all in the first place? It's because they do like you. But see, this is where it gets convoluted. Why do people sit up on the internet or be face to face when you go to them and you ask them for advice? Why do they always tell you a disingenuous answer? Oh, the person doesn't like you. So then why do they follow me around, goofball, that I can't take seriously now that I heard that BS answer? Like, what are you talking about? You came to me for help because I thought you being older, you would have more common sense, but you stupid. So again, I understand why you Aries are like, nah. And I'm exactly that same way too. As of right now, I ain't trying to go out with anybody. Everybody playing games. Everything is on some scam stuff. Regardless of if you signing up for something, everything is a game to people. People don't take things seriously. Everything is a game. Everything is a con job. Everything is con artistry. Individuals got to con you this way and that way and get something from you and try to pickpocket you and get you this way. Nothing is straightforward where it's a good faith answer where there's trust between the two of you. And I definitely understand, Aries, why y'all moving this way. So let's clarify the Scorpio energy. Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and then you have the Empress. A lot of Libra energy, right? You Aries, y'all are focusing on what y'all focus on. Your business, your health, finances, all that good stuff. Whatever your business may be, whether it's going over to your friend's house, whether it's seeing your family members every week, whatever your business is, whether it's a company, whatever it is, focusing on that instead of focusing on relationships, because all people want to do is get on your nerves, trolling you, giving you nonsensical answers. They think it's funny to get you Aries on your nerves. They think it's funny to enrage you Aries, right? They give you disingenuous answers, but they so stupid they show themselves on the internet, which makes it so that their future relationships is effed up, because No, because they put themselves on the internet, revealing their face of themselves saying this nonsense, which will ruin their relationships for their whole life. Then when their relationships are ruined, how come I can't find a relationship? Maybe it's that goofy nonsense that you said 20 years ago, showing your face on top of it, mind you, looking crazy. You said that you would use people. So you Aries listening to that now, right? Why would you Aries want to go out with somebody who showed their face and said in the camera on the internet, I'm going to use people? Then they're confused as to why people don't want to go out with them, because they don't want to be used. So you Aries understand how common sense it is. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace. Have a good one.